To today's video. This is beginning level ESL, level A1. We're in Unit 6, Lesson 1, Jobs and Routines. We're going to be talking about the present simple verb tense in the third person. All right, so these are some jobs and professions. Um, and when you want to ask a person about their job, you can say, "What do you do?" Um, Or if you say, "Do you have a job?" that's a yes or no question, and then you might say, "Well, what do you?" If they say yes, then what do you do? All right, so we're going to look at these jobs and professions. We have a mechanic, a baker, construction worker, cashier, architect, farmer, athlete, carpenter, chef, police officer. All right, so now we want to make some sentences about these different jobs. So here you have the second part of the sentence. So see if you can make some sentences using the jobs and the description. You can pause the video and try that on your own, and then restart when you're ready to see the answers. Okay, so for number one, this one would be a farmer grows crops and raises animals. So one would match with letter F. Number two, a cashier works in a store. Number three, a mechanic fixes cars and motorcycles. Number four, a baker makes bread. Number five, a construction worker builds houses and offices. And number six, an architect designs buildings. All right, again, you're going to try to match the pictures with the words here on the left. So again, you can pause the video, take a few minutes to do that, and then restart when you're ready to see the answers. All right, letter A would be number 9, an electrician. Letter B would be number 5, the professor. Letter C would be, looks like number 10, the engineer. Letter D would be number 1, receptionist. Letter E would be number 4, dentist. Letter F would be number 2, nurse. Letter G would be number 6, designer. Letter H would be number 3, accountant. Letter I would be number 8, doctor. And letter J would be number 7, artist. All right, now you're going to answer these questions, true or false. So a nurse, I'm sorry, not true or false. You'll have to choose one of the two answers. So a nurse, does she count money or she works at a hospital? Well, a nurse would go with she works at a hospital. Dentist, he cleans patients' teeth or he works in a garden? Well, that would be he cleans patients' teeth. Doctor, she works at a hospital, she makes clothes. That would be she works at a hospital. Carpenter, she bakes bread and cakes or she builds furniture. This one would be she builds furniture. All right, now we're going to listen to Nina and we're going to decide if these sentences are true or false. So let's listen.
I am a doctor. I work at a children's hospital. I work a lot, but I love my job because I like helping people.
All right, so we'll listen again and I'll pause after they provide the answer to each question.
I am a doctor.
Okay, so she says right at the beginning she's a doctor, so that one is true.
I work at a children's hospital.
Okay, so she says she works at a children's hospital, so letter B would be false. She does not work at a private clinic,
I work a lot.
and she works a lot. Letter C is true. All right, so again, we're going to match the sentences with the images. Here's the example. Nina doesn't work at a private clinic. She works at a hospital. So we have one negative sentence and a positive sentence. So go ahead and see if you can match these. Pause the video while you do that, and then restart when you're ready to hear the answers. Okay, he doesn't work in an office, he works outdoors. So that would be letter B, the farmer. She prepares food, she doesn't serve food. That would be the chef. He cleans and fixes teeth, he doesn't build houses. That would be letter A, the dentist. She works on a computer, she doesn't work in an office. That would be D, the designer. All right, now we're going to talk about the present simple negative. Um, so first we'll review the positive. So in the third person singular, if you remember, you have to put an S on the verb. He works in an office. She lives near the subway. It snows in the winter. And we only add that S when the subject is he, she, or it. Now on the negative side, um, we use the word doesn't. He doesn't work in an office. She doesn't live near the subway. It doesn't snow in the winter. So if you notice here, the subjects are he, she, and it, but there's no S on the verb. But the reason is we have the S in the word doesn't. So for he, she, and it, we add the S to most verbs in a positive sentence. He reads the newspaper every morning. And the negative form, we use doesn't plus the verb. She doesn't work at the office, but we don't add the S to the verb, so you would never say she doesn't works at the office. So that would be incorrect. All right, so now they want you to take these positive sentences and make them negative. So you can pause the video, write down your answers, and then restart when you're ready to check. Okay, so number one should be she doesn't work at a school. Number two, he doesn't play soccer. Number three, he doesn't eat breakfast. Number four, she doesn't have 3 children. Number five, he doesn't go to school at 8 a.m. Number six, she doesn't teach Russian. Number seven, he doesn't drink coffee in the morning. Oops. Number eight, she doesn't speak Spanish. And number nine, he, he doesn't study English. right, so again, just reviewing the negative form of present simple for the other subject types. So with I, you, and I, you, he, we, and they, everything except he, she, and it, we use don't. I don't like eat fish. You don't like homework. And then with he, we use the S form. He doesn't drink milk. She doesn't go to the school. It doesn't rain in the summer. We don't play tennis. They don't work on the weekend. So you would never use don't with he, she, or it. So we can't say he don't drink milk. That would be incorrect. We can't say he doesn't drinks milk. And we can't say he not drinks milk. Okay. So here are some examples. He doesn't eat cheese, but he eats yogurt. She doesn't live in Madrid. She lives in Barcelona. All right, so now they want you to make some sentences, some negative sentences. They give you the verb, so you have to make the negative sentence. We'll do the first one together as an example. So we've got she blank me, and they tell us they want us to use the verb eat. So to make it negative, it would be she doesn't eat meat. So go ahead and try the rest on your own. You can pause the video while you do that, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. All right, welcome back. And if you're ready to check your answers, this one should be he doesn't work in an office. We don't live in an apartment. He doesn't speak English well. They don't play football. I don't study every night. Tom doesn't go to his office by bus. They don't watch TV very much. Jerry and Lisa don't live near me. And Jane doesn't drink a cup of coffee in the morning. All right, now we're going to listen to Karan, Annie, and Sobi. What do they do and where do they work?
I am a chef. I work in a Spanish restaurant. I love to cook. I work at night and on weekends. One day, I want to open my own restaurant.
Okay, so in that audio, it was Karan who was speaking. He's a chef. Okay, well, listen again, and you can actually follow along and read as you listen also, and then we're going to answer these questions true or false.
I am a chef. I work in a Spanish restaurant. I love to cook. I work at night and on weekends. One day, I want to open my own restaurant.
All right, so which sentences are true for Karan? He is a chef. Well, that's true. He doesn't work in a cafe. That's true. He works in a Spanish restaurant. He works in a restaurant. That's true. He doesn't like his job. That's false because he says, I love to cook. He works at night. That's true. He doesn't work on the weekend. That's false. He does work on the weekends. And he wants to open his own restaurant. That is true. All right, next we're going to listen to Annie and Sobi and then answer these questions about them.
I am a scientist. I work in a lab and do research at a university. I work very hard because I hope that one day my research can help people with cancer.
I am a construction worker. I work with a team of other people to build houses. I start work at 6 a.m. and finish around 3 p.m. I'm usually very tired at the end of the day.
All right, so we'll listen again and I'll mark the answers as they give them.
I am a scientist. I work in a lab and do research at a university.
Okay, so she said right there, Annie works in a lab.
I work very hard because I hope that one day my research can help people with cancer.
Okay, so she says she works very hard.
I am a construction worker. I work with a team of other people to
Okay, so he said he works with a team of other people, so that means he doesn't work alone.
build houses. I start work at 6 a.m.
Okay, so starts work early in the morning. So he said he starts at 6 a.m.
and finish around 3 p.m. I'm usually very tired at the end of the day.
So Sophie doesn't have energy at the end of the day. All right, so now we'll listen to some other jobs and professions and try to match those with the pictures.
Firefighter.
Okay, so the first one, firefighter, that's G.
Lawyer.
Lawyer, that's A.
Pilot.
Pilot, that would be D.
Plumber.
Plumber would be E.
Salesperson.
Salesperson would be C.
Teacher.
Teacher would be B.
Researcher.
Researcher would be H.
Vet.
Vet would be F. All right, now we'll read the sentences and try to match the pictures. So who doesn't work with animals? Well, the dentist, the police officer, the receptionist, the doctor, the firefighter, and the pilot. The only one who does work with animals is the vet. So who has a dangerous job? So what do you think? Probably the police officer, maybe the pilot, and the firefighter. Who doesn't work with people? Probably just the vet. I think the others would work with people. Who has a difficult job? I think all of these jobs could probably be considered difficult in some way. Who doesn't work outside? The dentist, the receptionist, the doctor, and the vet to a certain extent, and the pilot. Who works with a computer? The receptionist, definitely. And who is very intelligent? Well, probably all of them. They would all need a certain amount of intelligence to do their jobs. All right, we're going to listen to William, and it says he talks about 3 jobs. And so what are the 3 jobs that he talks about?
I'm not sure what job I want to have when I grow up. My mother says that I should be an engineer because I am good at math, and I like to solve problems. There are many types of engineers. Engineers can design and build bridges or develop computer programs. My father thinks I should be a vet because I love animals, but he told me that vets don't have an easy job. Sometimes they have to put animals to sleep when the animal is very sick. I don't want to do that. Maybe I will be a pilot because I love to fly, and I don't want a job that is boring. A pilot travels to new places and always learns new things about the world.
Right, so the three jobs he mentioned were engineer, vet, and pilot. All right. Next, we'll listen again, and this time you can read along, and then we'll answer these questions.
I'm not sure what job I want to have when I grow up. My mother says that I should be an engineer because I am good at math, and I like to solve problems. There are many types of engineers. Engineers can design and build bridges or develop computer programs. My father thinks I should be a vet because I love animals, but he told me that vets don't have an easy job. Sometimes they have to put animals to sleep when the animal is very sick. I don't want to do that. Maybe I will be a pilot because I love to fly, and I don't want a job that is boring. A pilot travels to new places and always learns new things about the world.
Right, his mother wants William to be an engineer. Well, that one is true, and we find that here. My mother says that I should be an engineer. William is good at math. That's also true. So here he says, I am good at math. He loves animals. That's true. So he says that right here. I love animals. Vets don't have an easy job. That's true. He says that right here. Vets don't have an easy job. He wants to be a vet. False, because he said he didn't want to have to put animals to sleep. He loves to fly. That's true. He says that right here. And pilots always travel to new places. That is true. Alright, that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And also leave me any comments for topics you'd like to see in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye.